So under Unit 3, we have completed the first aspect of the school life. What is the first aspect? The student, how best he can have interest to go to school. Then what should be made to make a student to attend regularly to the school? That is the first thing we have to see. And if not, everything, if at all we are counting as a disciplinary action, what action a student takes, that has been very clearly in a funny manner, the writer has addressed it. And what we can say is indirectly, he teaches a lesson to the every school going person. Why I said every school going person is, not only students, teachers will also go to school. And it is a lesson for both the things, both the parties, teachers and students. Students should not be so aggressive and should not be so mischievous. And the teacher should know the reasons why the student is becoming mischievous. Yesterday he was not like this, today why he is reacting such? There must be some reason. He has to address that reason, and schooling should be made interesting. If not, go to hell, I don't want to come to your school. Why are you suspending me? As your Swami says here, the student may come to that stage. Why? The mischief and the disciplinary action, these two are not at par. He should understand that he has done a mischief and he should not repeat it. For that, if at all we are punishing, he will repeat it. The repetition we have to stop. That is what R.K. Narayan addressed here. In the second one, the poem, not a teacher, just a friend. The student should agree, this teacher is my friend. He hears everything. If I take a problem, he can resolve it. If I take a problem, he can resolve it. That kind of confidence the teacher should gain. That is what the poem speaks. Second aspect. That means the relation between the teacher and the student. Earlier, the school and the student, what are the relation? Why students are becoming truant? Second one, the relation between the teacher and the student. Third here, one more very important aspect of the schooling is homework. It is a very big question nowadays to the parents, to the teachers and to the school and to the student even. How much homework he should carry? How much homework he should carry? It was never a question arose in the olden days. Never has arisen this kind of a question. How much? Because homework we should not quantify. If at all the student has the interest, he can do every homework before going to sleep. Then why the counting has come? Sir, my child, no, he cannot do homework. Please give me 3 homework only. And even the management is also telling, not more than that, only 3 homeworks we have to give. Mathematics is regular and one of the science is very regular, and languages are geography, history, that what we want. What is that? Quantifying the homework, how sad is the thing? Thing is, the student should have interest in learning. Then, without anybody insisting or what we can say is instigate him to who do the homework, cheira, anakka lekunda, he will go home and he will keep your books there and he will start doing the homework. That is the part which is lacking. And now we are counting everything. We are taking the statistics and everything we are talking about. And we are telling it is a burden on the student. If you go into the history, if you see, the homework was never a burden to the student. Why? Hardly there was anything to write. Then memorize everything. And the schooling also he has to memorize, and at home also he has to recite that which he has memorized to school. It was all oral and verbal. That way it used to be. And moreover, the parents, they wanted their children to learn everything. Science, what is the homework? Pick up and do it. Mathematics, What is the homework? Do it. Homework has not been given. Okay, I am giving it. Do it. Parents do not have time. And they want the children to be in the school as many hours as can be. Morning 8 o'clock he will be entering into school. And evening 6 o'clock he goes home. How many hours is the schooling? And what is he doing over there? Hardly he reads over there. Because much of the time of the year and he will be spending going to your washroom or doing something else, and all these things will be there. Because this is a part and parcel of the schooling. And next, the teacher comes. He teaches. How much he heard, only he knows. We cannot quantify it. And again, homework is given. Why homework should be given? Because this teacher wants the student should be does well in his subject very well. That the teacher wants. And so he gives the homework. Where is the restriction over there? Today, if there are 8 periods, in 8 periods, the teacher must have taught something. And he should know how much the student understood. How can he know? The next day he has to correct the homework. And then he can assess, yes, the student understood this much he did not understand. And homework is a kind of assessment. It is an assessment. Classwork book is an assessment. That is, whether he does it or not. If at all he is doing, how much he is doing, how he is doing it, how much he understood, whatever I taught. Assessment. And that is assignment. And there, if the student is doing well, automatically in the examination he does well. That is the importance of homework. And unfortunately, we are counting it, how many homeworks have been given. And very early, if you go into history of the homework or schooling, students should go to school at the age of 7. Class 1 is the first class. Now, before class 1, there are 4 years. That is your Bachpan, 2 years. Then LKG, UKG, these 4 years he has to go. Means at the age of 3, if at all he goes, at the age of 7, he will be sitting in class 7.